I am bringing this one up because I am a psychology major, and we did discuss this in one of my courses, and this was an actual experiment we had to do. Pretty much it's easy for us to be our own harshest critics sometimes and think, oh, I can't do it, I'm not good enough, and let these negative thoughts kind of take over our minds, which is hard because then you're just masking over any sort of good qualities or all of the good qualities that you have to offer. So in my psychology class, we actually had a rubber band on our wrists, and anytime we thought of a negative thought that came to mind about ourselves, we'd have to just give a little flick at the rubber band so it would kind of give a little, it kind of hurt a little bit because I was like, no, I can't think that, and would whack it up way too high, and remind yourself a quality that is really great about yourself. And you just need to train, it's almost like a way to condition yourself to remember the good rather than always focusing on the negative. This one is kind of broad, but it's broad because you can draw inspiration from so many things, whether it might be a book, it can be a quote, it could be like a blog or someone's life story, or maybe even a conversation you have with a stranger. You just never know. It's always a good way to give perspective, a new way of perceiving things. So these kind of things I always like to write down because first off, my memory is terrible. Second off, it's just nice to remember certain things that people said or ways that things were said to change and help my perception on life and give more perspective. This one is way easier said than done. We're all kind of guilty of doing it. I know, like, it's easy to see that girl who looks like she has it all together, and you're just like, oh, I want to be like her. I want to know how I can be exactly like that. I want to be her. That girl has her own set of issues, and that you don't even realize. I mean, we all have our own issues, but by you trying to be someone else is going to take you away from who you really are, and you can never be someone else. So it's just going to cause harm to you. If anything, compliment her, be like, maybe take some tips on how she's so organized or how she does her scheduling, but you are yourself. And if anything, if you're gonna do comparing, compare yourself to the person you were yesterday maybe, and be like, I really liked how I was so helpful at the volunteer shelter yesterday. Today, maybe I'll want to do this since I really like that. If anything, just compare with yourself to make yourself a better person, because that is who you are and that's what makes you unique and special.